In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get started selling products on Amazon. I'll show you how to find the best products to sell, how to source those products, and how to get them shipped to an Amazon warehouse for distribution. We'll review how to create listings, descriptions, photos. I'll be covering the differences between Amazon FBA versus FBM, everything that you need to know in a short amount of time as possible. Hopefully you'll get a lot of value out of this video, some tips and tricks that you can use to sell products effectively on Amazon using FBA. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so one of the biggest questions is, why would I sell products on Amazon versus other platforms? The main reason is that there's very little need for marketing when it comes to selling products on Amazon. Many people don't really look at it this way, but Amazon is one of the largest search engines in the world. Every hour of every day, millions of people are typing in millions of searches on Amazon. And if you can rank your product for those searches or those keywords, that can quickly turn into thousands of potential sales. Nearly half of all e-commerce sales in the US happen on Amazon. And over 70% of American adults have an Amazon Prime account. That is absolutely insane, and it proves how big of an opportunity this really is. I mean, everyone's familiar with Amazon, so you can leverage that trust by selling on their platform. Plus, Amazon has really strong features like one-click purchase options. When you boil this all down, it can be really simple to make a lot of sales and generate a lot of revenue on this platform if you do things the right way. So make sure to stick around until the end of this video so you don't miss anything. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is set up an Amazon Seller Central account. You'll head over to sellercentral.amazon.com. I'll link it down below in the description. Now, you're gonna have two different options for selling. You can either be a professional seller or an individual seller. The price difference here is for a professional selling account, you'll pay $40 a month. And if you're an individual seller, you'll only pay 99 cents per item sold. So if you're selling more than 40 items a month, it's going to be worth it to get the professional plan. And if you're taking this seriously, I would just recommend getting the professional plan from the start anyway. You get access to some great features that you don't get when you choose the individual plan. Okay, so once you've set up your account, the next thing you're gonna need to think about is whether you want to do Amazon FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon, or Amazon FBM, which is fulfillment by merchant. The biggest difference between these two is that with FBA, Amazon is shipping the products for you. So when someone with an Amazon Prime account makes a purchase, those orders are coming from an Amazon warehouse, typically within 2 days with Prime. So with FBA, Amazon actually holds onto your inventory for you in their warehouses across the country. There are obviously fees for doing this. Amazon gets their cut of the sales. Plus, you usually have to pay a storage fee for keeping your inventory in their warehouses. But this is a great option for high volume, high margin product that you can scale to the point of very high sale volume. Now, fulfillment by merchant, or FBM, this is something that's increasingly less popular when it comes to selling on Amazon, and that's for a couple of reasons. Simply put, you ship the products yourself when someone makes a purchase. Similar to eBay and the old school way of doing things, when someone buys something, you ship it out yourself. The issue with FBM is that people have become really accustomed and really used to having an Amazon Prime account. They now expect their purchases to show up tomorrow or the next day at the latest. So if you're doing fulfillment by merchant, or FBM, you're sending that out with USPS or FedEx or UPS yourself, and that can just take longer, especially if you're doing a lot of volume. There is an upside to it. You don't have to pay the storage fee like you do with Amazon FBA, but it's up to you to make the decision whether you want to do FBA or FBM. More and more people are moving to FBA. It's honestly much easier, and the fees are pretty reasonable if you can get your margins right. Moving on, let's talk about finding products to sell. The best way to find products to sell is by using some type of product research tool. I prefer the tool called Helium 10. I'll link it down below in the description. Their black box tool is honestly one of the best tools for finding products and pretty much anything else you need as an Amazon seller. With Helium 10, you can sort through pretty much any product on Amazon. And you can set all kinds of parameters to help and really drill down on what type of product you're looking for. You can filter by category, the number of ratings, the average rating, how many sellers there are currently for that product, monthly revenue, weight, number of listings, really anything you can think of. But something really important, regardless of tool, is setting the right price range. Say I want to sell products for at least $25 to ensure that my margins are safe. This is kind of the rule of thumb out there, because if you're trying to sell a product for $5, your margins are going to be wrecked after fees, shipping, and all of the other costs associated with getting your product ready to sell on Amazon. It's really difficult to make good money when you're selling such low ticket items. So when it comes to searching for products on a tool like Helium 10, I'd say set your minimum price to around $25, $20 at the absolute lowest. And you want to try finding items with high demand and the lowest competition possible. To help do that, you can set other parameters as well, like units sold, say maybe at least 3,000 units of that item sold. And you can adjust other points like revenue and all these other things as well. and then you just click search and look through the results and see if anything sticks out. Helium 10 sifts through tens of thousands of Amazon listings to help you find ones that could be potential opportunities. The key here is to try to be as specific as possible when it comes to your search criteria. This can and honestly should take you quite a bit of time and is honestly part of the process that should not be rushed. But let's say we find a potential product, something like a baby co-sleeper. Now what we have to do is we have to source that product. The goal is to get it at a low cost, get it shipped to an Amazon warehouse, list it, sell it, and then still make enough money to make it worth our while. So what are the best ways to source products? Alibaba is still one of the most common options for FBA. You can talk directly to the manufacturers in China or a variety of other countries as well. You can establish relationships with them using Alibaba's platform and eventually get those products directly from the source. I would recommend at least doing an initial search on this platform. So let's look at baby co-sleepers and let's see what we can find. Okay, so this one looks like it has some potential. Next, what you would do is order a sample of this. Always order samples first. Never make a big order before you physically get your hands on a product. You don't want to position yourself in a place where you're having to sell junk products because you didn't order a sample first. You need to verify with the manufacturers that the product works. So you find a product that has potential, order a sample from this manufacturer on Alibaba or any of these other sites like DHgate or even through Temu. This part does take time. It could take a few weeks for a sample to arrive to test out that the product works and make sure that it's not crap. Since it does take so long, it's smart to order a few options to test against each other and then go with the best one at the best price. It's always safe to assume that your margins won't be as good as you want them to be, so make sure to run the numbers really clearly and triple and quadruple check them. When you land on the best option, then you can go ahead and order them and get them sent to Amazon warehouse. I wouldn't recommend starting with more than 200 or 300 products at first. No matter how much work you put in on your first product, it will still be a test run. There's no guarantee that this product will sell, but if you order just a small amount like 200 or 300, you can at least be sure that you can sell that small of quantity to at least make your money back. There are a lot of steps here that I'm kind of brushing over for the sake of this video. I plan to make a longer version of this. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like something like that. But let's move on to listing your product. For the title, for the description, and the photos, there's plenty that people mess up here, and they end up losing a lot of potential customers. The title is crucial. You want to make sure that you have the right keywords and as many of them as possible that can fit within the title. Helium 10 can help you here finding the best keywords to use. And when you find the best keywords, you can leverage a tool like ChatGPT to help you get started creating your product description. Now, don't just use whatever ChatGPT gives back to you exactly word for word. Just let it help you get started, take it, and then make tweaks and use that tweaked version. Also, make sure to review and see what's working for other successful listings in your niche, and then glean from them. What are their best performing titles? How do they write their descriptions? What do their pictures and their graphics look like? This is how you create a top tier listing on Amazon. Just look at your competition, read the reviews, specifically their bad reviews, and see how you can improve on that. The last thing I want to cover is how do you actually get sales? How do you increase your conversions and start to actually sell products on Amazon? There are obviously many ways to do this, but the top one in my opinion that I'd recommend, especially for anyone getting started, is to drive traffic to your listing using social media content. In short, the goal is to create viral content for free on platforms like TikTok and Instagram and include the link to your listing in your bio. You can also run paid ads. This is going to cost some upfront money, of course, so I'd be careful doing it right off the bat, but it is a more surefire way to get some initial eyes on your listing. You want to make sure that you have your listing as perfect as possible in a good product before you start putting money into running ads on social media. And remember, Amazon is one of the largest search engines in the world. If you build your listing correctly, include the best keywords, and put together a really good description, and have really solid professional looking photos and graphics, you are going to start ranking on Amazon. It really comes down to if you have a superior product at a great price with a really great title, description, and photos. This is going to be something that you can get ranked on Amazon. And once you get to those top spots, it's really something that can start to cash flow significantly. So there you have it. Those are the basics of how to sell products on Amazon. There's plenty of elements that I did not cover that I'll leave for a longer video in the future. I just wanted to create a solid intro video for someone considering selling something on Amazon. Don't forget to check out Helium 10. It really is a great tool, not only for finding potential products, but also for marketing, analytics, building listings, and everything else you need as an Amazon seller. I'll leave a link to that below in the description. I appreciate you watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, all that great stuff. It means a lot. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.